Hey, how's it going, my coffee friends? Hey guys, thanks so much for watching video number 1. So this is part 2 of my experience. So let me just give you a quick brief update. Guys, if you're a coffee geek like me, make sure you hit that subscribe, hype, share. I'll do all that YouTube stuff. I'm a small YouTuber, so it really does help a lot. It's the best way you could support me. But anyway, guys, so I made my video. I made it kind of rushed. I put it out there because I just get so passionate, get so excited about all this stuff. And then kind of towards the end of the night, I told my wife, I'm not going to go in my office. I'm not going to try to do this again. I'm going to go to bed. I'm just going to wait till the morning. I didn't do that. I walked into my office like about 1 in the morning and I started tinkering again. I turned it on again. Long story short, I blew a fuse and turned off all the power in the house. So I had to get a flashlight and in the middle of the night and go find the circuit breaker in the garage. That's okay. It turned out there was a wire that came dislodged because, you know, I have it all hanging out here. So last night when I turned it on, I was definitely getting a leak on the T-fitting ring here. Not ring, T-fitting adapter. And guys, it is the morning. This is raw. I'm keeping it real with y'all. But yeah, definitely there was a leak. And the last part of my video, you guys saw that. It still was persisting. I think I might have fixed it. So I'm going to cross my fingers and we're going to turn it on right now with you guys. So I hope I don't blow a fuse again. Do not want to do that. So let's go ahead and try to get this turned on. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and turn it on. And we have the power. Waiting for the screen to come on. Perfect. So just the point that I got to this point made me really happy yesterday. I expect when I do stuff that there is going to be a little bit of a challenge. I think going into this mod, you definitely want to make sure that you're set the right expectation. So the leak that I had was right here, okay? And I want everything to get up to temp, and I want to see, I think I went ahead and did an adjustment, and I think I might have figured it out. But I do want to check it. So temp is coming up. Definitely things are getting pressurized. You definitely want to make sure you check everything, obviously, before you shut it. This is not pretty. This is not cord management. This is downright dirty. But so far, I'm crossing my fingers. I'm not seeing a leak. Okay. I think that might be good. Oh my goodness. Y'all, I'm so happy that's the case. Yep, I'm up to brew temp. I'm going to try to pull some water into the group head. Cool. Okay, that's a good sign because I'm not seeing a leak. I just stopped it because I just want to give it time. It's definitely pulling water up, which is awesome. I'm not seeing any water come out of the group though. I might have the wrong setting. But it is good because I'm not seeing a leak. And I'm not hearing a leak. I'm not seeing anything come out. Yeah, this is the same thing as having yesterday. I having water coming out of the The steam one, but not the group. See, coming out of the steam one, and it actually just it finished like it completed a cycle. That is interesting, but I'm happy I'm not getting a leak. Okay, so I think I need to go to Discord and do some more research. It could be a wiring, but I am telling you guys, I am so excited that I don't have a leak. Yes! Telling you guys, what? Ah, man, I'm freaking out about it, because I'm telling you, that is the number one thing I was worried about. I think I just wasn't pressing this line in tight enough. So, all right. Time for Discord. All right, guys, I'm excited. So I just bled the transducer tube. So I don't know. I'm guessing that was probably one of my problems. And then I figured out you know, some button situations, and I had open steam one. So I think I just got some success. So let me show y'all. Yes! Water's coming out of the shower head! Score! I'm going to stop before I overflow that cup. Okay, so that's really good. I'm not hearing any leaks. And I could see there's the bars right there. Let me go and show you guys. Okay. There's the bars. Let me dump this water and we'll do it one more time. Okay. All right, so here is the reading from the transducer. That's what I'm assuming as far as the pressure goes. Here's the temperature. Man, if this works, it'd be awesome. Oh, and I installed a new knob. I'm going to do a whole video from Shades of Coffee, guys. I ordered a knob. I ordered a light. As soon as I know all this is working, then I'm going to move on to that. That's going to be my next phase of this install. So, yeah, let me show you guys this one more time. So 7.4 for bars. There you go. There's my pressure. Now I don't have any coffee, obviously, on there, so it's not like there's any resistance. So that makes sense why the bars are so low. Goodness gracious, I'm excited. Goodness, wow. Okay, so here are my next steps. Okay, my next steps are just really making sure that I have my pump completely secure back here, because I kind of haphazard put it back there. Make sure I don't have any more leaks. That's the other big part. You know, make sure you don't have any more leaks. And then I'm going to go ahead and think about cord management and make sure everything's really tight and everything, you know, if everything's covered up that needs to be covered up. I'm so happy I'm not hearing leaks. I really am. That was kind of devastating at the end. And then basically from there, once everything seems to be pretty tight, and I have the housing where I want it inside the unit, then I'm going to go ahead and connect it. And I'm probably going to do that in this video. Connect it to Wi-Fi. And I have my scales that it should be able to get connected to. And then we'll start thinking about profiling maybe on video number 3. And then we'll talk about some upgrades. Again, Shades of Coffee, big thank you to them just because they're awesome. Again, like the Gaggimate, this is something, guys, that I spent my own money on and I really thought about. I keep saying that because sometimes, and every now and then, like let's say with a grinder, someone like Espresso Outlet or other people like Shoutout have sent over grinders for me to do reviews on, but that's not this. People like, you know, basically like Gaggimate and people like Shades of Coffee. Those are small organizations that really just put a lot of their love and passion. And I am a firm believer in supporting those. there's just no other way to say it. I don't want to, sound like I'm gushing here, but I'm telling you guys the truth. It really means a lot to me when people like that do that. Espresso Outlet's very similar, a whole lot of latte love. These are companies and people that are very passionate about coffee, just like you and I do believe in supporting them. So, especially with the smaller ones, smaller creators, I want to help out as much as I can. So, guys, I'm so excited. Let's move on to the next. All right, y'all, I'm going to go ahead and move on to trying to connect this via Wi-Fi as my next step. So this is the Wi-Fi connection section. Let's go ahead and get this thing powered on. I've never connected it to Wi-Fi before. So again, hang with me here. Hang with me. It seems pretty easy. When you first get started, there is this Bluetooth connection right here. And then from what the instructions say, it's kind of a sign that it hasn't been connected. There is really pretty good directions on the website. So I'm going to go ahead and follow those. There is a QR code, and you should be able to basically use this QR code to get into your device. I plan on kind of having a secondary older iPhone as kind of like a primary device I might have right next to it to show off some readings while I'm doing stuff. And yeah, we'll see. So let's go ahead. Let's pull up this QR code. Okay, it's saying to join. So I'm going to go ahead and join. See if it connects. Yeah, we're definitely on the Gaggimate Wi-Fi. Okay. Oh, cool. It's there. Let's see if I can get this to connect. Wow, look at the readout and stuff already. That's super cool. So it's just going on to, there we go. I would think settings. There we go. Gaggimate. I've got coffee on this thing. Espresso chilling up there. All right, guys, this is my first attempt at trying to connect a scale. So I'm going to go to Bluetooth scale. I've got my microbalance. Here we go. Connect. Yes. Awesome. I can't believe that's so easy. That is wild. Did I get something on there? No. Okay, but it's definitely connected. So that is awesome. I'm using the iPad just so you guys could see it bigger. Again, I'm still trying to figure a lot of this out. Basically, you have your profile settings. I'm going to start with the 9-bar espresso. It's kind of blown my mind because when I go to the dashboard, I mean, I knew this was all app control, but the fact that you could actually app control some of the stuff is just crazy to me. Let me just kind of show you guys. So if I hit, oh goodness gracious, that is awesome. And then looks like the scale got activated too. So yeah, that's really cool. Blown away already. Blown away. Trying to figure out how I'm going to get everything set up. But that is definitely good stuff for sure. So scales in. Yeah. Well, I'm going to start kind of getting things cleaned up around here. It is definitely a mess. So for sure, now it's cleanup time. So I'm going to try to clean everything up and then get ready for doing some light upgrades and all that too afterwards. I'm excited. All right, guys, I just want to show you how I got it mounted. I used a double-sided tape. That's fun. And I've done my best to do kind of cord management, putting things off to the side. Believe me, if somebody has any suggestions, let me know. But I actually think this looks pretty good. I'm going to go ahead and do a full test and work things out. And then, yeah. So let's go on to the next. This is awesome. I'm really liking where I have this. I'm trying to leave room because there's going to be another box for my Shades of Coffee upgrade for the light. All right, my coffee friends, let's get to it. This is now, oh gosh, a good 6 or 7 hours since my last video. All right, guys, so this is technically day number 4. It's not going to take you all this long. I'm just telling you that. But I'm really trying to dive deep into this, and I just want to say a big shout out to the Discord community and the folks who are running the show and all the people that are so passionate about answering questions. Guys, I'm telling you, lifesaver stuff. So one of the things I'm going to give you guys advice, and you've heard me say a lot, search out the comments, search out stuff, because there's probably a lot of things that have already been answered. So I at all this time, until right now, 4 days in, I didn't have to ask a question till today. So let me just kind of tell you guys what I did, because I don't want you guys doing the same mistake. So first things first, okay? I want to give a big, giant shout out. And when I mean big, giant shout out, I mean big, giant shout out. Big thank you to Home Baristas. That is a YouTube channel. I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to show you his YouTube channel really quick. Just because I really like, talking about folks who do a good job and helping others. Home Baristas, he has a video on how to connect to Wi-Fi that I felt was really invaluable and really helped me kind of figure it out. So big thank you to him. That is really cool. So I really appreciate that video. I will put a link into my description. So definitely look in that. And if for some reason if I forget to, just message me and I'll put it in. I'll send it to you. But big shout out. Thank you so much. So I showed you guys already. I was able to connect initially via the 8P setting into the Wi-Fi. And then I made a giant mistake. I put in the wrong Wi-Fi password. I put one of my old passwords in. So then I had to go down this giant rabbit hole, just, cruising down the rabbit hole. And I went on Discord and I asked the question, hey, rookie mistake, what should I do? And very quick, immediately, I'm telling you, almost immediately, I was getting answers from folks that are helping me out. And I'm just going to tell you guys right now, that just means the world to me. And I really appreciate it. So it's big thank you to everybody. Big thank you, 100%. So long story short, because I did that, what I needed to do was reset everything. Okay. So I thought, well, it's really easy. I'm going to go ahead and plug my PCB into my computer. I'm going to reflash it. That's going to trigger it all. So I plug the PCB in. I get my computer, pretending I have my laptop in my hand, and I flash it, the PCB, and then I think, well, logically, I should flash the screen. So I flash the screen while it's connected to the PCB. I think that was my whole root of my problem, because that's something you shouldn't do. You should connect the USB to the side and do it separately. So just kind of give you guys, that is my pro tip. Tip. Listen to me. Do not do what I did. So it never reset everything. It never reset like everything. So basically for 4 hours, I was just trying to figure out what to do. And really, guys, it was me getting in my own head and not realizing. And it wasn't until someone put a comment saying, oh, did you do them separately? And I'm like, of course I did it right. I even wrote, yeah, I did it correctly. And then I reread what they wrote. And guys, this is what I did. Okay. I've said this before. This is my work at home office. I set my Gaggimate and I set everything down. I walked away and I did a pour over coffee. And I went to a meeting and I didn't think about it for a while. And then in the middle of my meeting, suddenly, lightning bolt to the head. Oh, they meant I needed to flash this separate from each other. See, I was just reading it wrong and I was getting in my own head. So I was able to flash this on its own and flash the PCB. And guys, it works. Not only does it work, but now that I have the Wi-Fi in there, guys, I'm totally Wi-Fi. I got everything, and I'm Wi-Fi enabled, so I could get into all the different accessories. I showed in the beginning me putting the scale on there. I'm gonna redo that, and I'm gonna do it the right way. So we're gonna do that basically right now, and then I want to show you guys this machine working before I put it all together. And then I do have some kind of final tips that I've also kind of discovered. And then I want to talk a little bit about my beautification projects that I have coming. I already just got a really cool package. I mentioned this earlier from Shades of Coffee, and I also got something from Etsy, and I want to show it to you guys. So let's go on to the next. All right, guys, I'm going to go ahead and add the scale. So I'm going to go into my Bluetooth scales. I'm going to scan. And I did this earlier, but now because I refreshed everything, I have to do it again. And just like that, my scale is connected. Yes. I do plan on putting a dedicated phone right here. And I'm going to put an arm. I'm probably going to get it tomorrow. I'm going to have a dedicated screen. So if I want to do programming, I'll give up an old phone basically. So yeah, that's kind of what I'm doing. So let me kind of just show you guys it working, because I don't think I showed you guys this before. So this is just awesome. Okay, so I'm going to go into, we're going to get out of standby. We're going to go into brew. And I'm going to go ahead and we're just going to do default. And I'm going to put by weight, just so I could show you guys. Let's start it up. Yeah, this is so cool. That is so cool. I'm digging this so much. It's not even funny. 37 grams, stopped right there. That's awesome. Guys, I will totally get into this more, but I just wanted to show you guys that it's working. That's the cool part. So right here, finished. Definitely awesome. Okay. Let's go ahead. Let's do another one. Let's go into the profiles. Okay, so we're in the profiles. Let's do the 9-bar espresso. And of course, I don't have anything in here. I'm going to go back to dashboard, 9-bar espresso. Oh, that's so cool. All right, so let's go ahead. We're going to do by weight. I love the graph here. Got my temp up. Cool. It's awesome. I don't know if maybe it just stopped, but maybe it's because it could tell there's not anything in there. Yeah, it's just the main purpose of this is that I just want to show you guys it's working. I am so stoked. Like I'm definitely gonna do the deepest of deep dives. I love the fact you get your graph readings up here. One more time for fun. It's so awesome. Oh, I love it. Oh my goodness. I love it. I love it. I love it. Okay, cool. Let's go put it, we'll just put it in standby. I just love that. It's just so awesome. So there we go, guys. We are in business. I'm super stoked and excited. This is what I've been waiting for. So let me go ahead. I want to show you guys the inside because I want to talk about really quickly just some recommendations and some thoughts through the process, okay? All right, guys. Let me kind of talk about a little bit of cord management, even though I know this is a crazy mess. I'm still working on it. I know some folks freak out about cord management, and I get that. So here's kind of my thoughts. One thing I'm going to give you as a suggestion is definitely you're going to want to remember you're going to be placing, and I know this sounds weird to talk about, but I'm just going to tell you I already kind of messed up on this. So think about your funnel. Think about how big your funnel is going to be and where it's going to go. When I originally put in everything was kind of right where the funnel was. It was right in the path of the funnel. So that's something you definitely need to think about, be mindful of. Think about the size of the funnel, think how big it is. And that's going to kind of go into my next section here. So that's kind of the main thing that I'm going to throw out there for you. That's kind of a tip, you know, really pre-plan how you're placing everything inside your unit. Because, yeah, I mean, in comparison to other machines, I think the Gaggia Classic Pro is definitely has a lot of room in it. Like, there's no other way to say it. But even the Gaggia Classic Pro, once you start putting all the different stuff in there and the different components, you're going to run out of space. So make sure you think about that. That's going to be the best advice I can give you. Pre-plan, think about where you're going to put your wires, how you're going to organize them. Make sure things aren't resting on the boiler, you know, where they're going to get too hot. Really common sense stuff. You know, that's what I'm going to definitely say, guys. Make sure you're using as much common sense as possible. Think about, you know, remember safety first. You're dealing with high voltage, everything. Like I mentioned before, I actually blew my circuit breaker, turned off all my lights. So that's something to kind of think about. That kind of goes into my next upcoming video that I'm going to be doing. So this was part 2 of my Gaggimate install, but not 100% everything that I'm doing to the Gaggimate. So, I mean, to my Gaggia Classic Pro. So here is the kit from Shades of Coffee. This is the light bar kit, and I'm going to be putting it in the machine. So I will make sure that I can close everything up. I'll probably do some more testing before I put it in there completely. But that's kind of what I was saying. You know, you want to make sure you leave room. I also, I'm so stoked about this. I love supporting local artisans and people that make stuff at home. I love builders. I love the modding community. I got these amazing wooden panels. So I think that's going to go really good with the red. That's going to flank my machine. And then, of course, I think I already showed this to you guys, but I am so stoked because I think it looks so good. I did install, let's get a little closer, the Shades of Coffee wooden knob, and I think it's going to be a great accent comparison to the wood panels. So, yeah, I think, you know, it's going to kind of play against each other a little bit. So I am excited about that. So that's going to probably be my next video, and then I'll get into a little bit more of profiling and experimenting, pulling shots. I just realized, like, just right now, my time, we're looking at 6:19. You can see it right there. I was able to set the time. It's 6:19. I'm in Florida. It's late. It's getting later. Not late, but later. So I am probably not going to go crazy at making espresso shots, even though I'm so tempted to. Probably wait for the morning for that. So I'm going to put everything together. And then, yeah, guys. So definitely be expecting part number 3. That's putting everything back, making sure it's locked tight, and then kind of going through the settings. That's basically next step, going through the settings. I think I've been able to accomplish a lot. I really appreciate all of you hanging with me. The best way to support my channel, if you like my content, is just making sure you like and subscribe. There's just no other way to say it, guys. I am a smaller YouTuber. I am not some big corporation. I am not the person with a giant YouTube studio. I am somebody's dad. This is my work at home office. I am not a paid professional. I am not a personality person. You know, I just really love, you know, coffee. And to me, doing this to the Gaggia has been one of my absolute favorite experiences. I'll just tell you that hands down. You know, I've been around coffee for a long time. I've shared the story 20 years ago, working in a cafe in college, to now. In my day job, I work in commercial insurance. I literally talk to restaurant owners and coffee shop owners and people with food trucks and people with mobile coffee units that they sell at fairs and events and all that stuff. I love this industry, but I'm going to tell you guys on a personal level, I feel like this is just awesome. The one big advice that I keep saying through my last video and this video, just remember that this does take a lot of willing to learn, willing to not get in your head like I did today, and a lot of asking questions and learning off of other people's knowledge. Use your resources, use your resources, use your resources. I subscribe to 1 million people on YouTube. I am a YouTube fanboy for coffee. You know, his coffee channel, Tom's Coffee Corner, Morgan. I mean, I could just go on and on and on how many great coffee channels there are. But this community is awesome. So do your research. You're doing the right thing by watching a video like this. If you guys have any questions, put them in the comments below. But like I said, go to Discord. That's where the experts are going to be. I am a novice, and but if there's something I can help you out with, I am more than happy to help you. Definitely, guys, I'm excited. So part 3 coming up, maybe tomorrow, maybe the next day. I don't know when. But I will promise you, when I wake up in the morning, I'm going to start messing around with profile options and pulling shots, because I need some espresso. Thanks so much for watching. Hope you have a good day, good morning, good night. Make some awesome coffee. And man, this is just cool. I'm so stoked.